The last instructional video of the day is the power rule of integration. This takes away some of the guessing work for integrals. It gives you a formula. It's similar to the power rule of differentiation. If you remember that, you just bring down the exponent and then subtract one from the exponent. Well, integration is opposite that. For the power rule of integration, you can see it down here. The first thing you do is add one to the exponent and then divide by that number that you just got. So it works like this. If I wanted to say determine what the antiderivative or the integral of x to the 7th is with respect to x, what this power rule tells me to do is first add one to the exponent and then divide by that number I just got. Now, I don't like division necessarily, this form, because when we get fractions as exponents, it's unsimplified. So here's how I would prefer that you write it. You add one to the exponent, and then instead of dividing by it, multiply by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 8 is 1 over 8. And then you need, in both cases, a plus c, because these are indefinite integrals. And the way to check these is you have to make sure that the derivative of your answer equals this. And I don't think I identified what this is called. The thing you're taking the integral of is called the integrand. Very similar to, if you remember when we talked about taking the square root of something, the square root is a radical sign. What we're taking the square root of is called the radicand. Well, this is very similar to that. So that's how you follow the power rule. Just a couple more examples here. The integral of x to the 101st with respect to x. Add one to the exponent. So that would be 102. Multiply the reciprocal of the exponent plus c. The integral of x to the 7 halves dx. Add 1 to the exponent. So that's adding 2 over 2. That would be 9 over 2. And then multiply by the reciprocal. And that's how you use the power rule of integration. Now we're going to learn some properties that will expand this rule, but that's basically it. For this day, that's all I'm going to show you. There are some examples that I want you to follow, so you'll see those. Those are after this, because there's a lot of little things that you have to watch out for. But for today, that's all you're going to be doing, and make sure you practice that.